Alright, so I ran out of time on the other video, so here we go. The 2 was not working. The reason I think it's having a problem with the 2 is because it goes to both of these planes, so it intersects both of these planes. So the 2 is not doing what I needed to do. One that works pretty well, I don't think I've ever used this in this instance, is all. So it extrudes it, all of it. It doesn't go ahead and go through the block. It stops here on this surface, just what you want. So all works nicely on that option. So there you go. The only other thing we're going to do is kind of like we did on that similar drawing earlier when this plane is showing up. We got to get rid of that. We don't want that showing up there. So we're going to right click on it over here where it says work plane 1. And we're going to uncheck the visibility on that work plane. And it gets rid of it. You can't go through there. You cannot delete out the work plane because then it's going to delete what you're drawing out. But you can turn the visibility of it off so it's not seen. And there you go. We'll double click, center that up nicely, and save that there. Alright, now for letter P. On letter P, I started over here on the right side plane, and I would just simply draw that kind of L-shaped piece. So again, something like this, making sure you're constrained nice and straight. There. Let me make this a little bit more approximate size. Again, fully constrain that. Finish your sketch. Extrude. Extrude it both ways. I'm going to go a little bit more than that just for my scale. Let's look. I think that looks alright. And there we go. Now, next, I'd probably do a drawing here from the front of this, I suppose. You know what? I probably actually wouldn't. I'd probably do a drawing here on this plane. On that center plane right there, I'm going to do a drawing. I'm going to do that. I'm going to draw it from, again, I'm going to have a green dot appear there, green dot appear there, there, there. I'm going to hit F7 to slice my graphics. It's all fully constrained there. That's good. That's what I wanted. And finish that sketch. Extrude. Extrude it both ways. And we're going to make it obviously less than what I had before. Just for scale, I think I need to go a little bit more than that. Okay, that looks similar. And we go okay. So that looks pretty good. Now next, I want to do a little cut off here because it's angled this way. So I'm going to start a sketch on this surface. It can't be on this surface. It can't be angled, but it wants to be on this front surface here. Again, I'm going to draw my line. I'm going to connect it there with a green dot. Up to there. Across. And then down like so. Here we need to dimension that line. Make sure I leave a little bit of gap there in the middle there. Finish that sketch. Extrude. Change that to cut. Here's an option. We don't want to cut all. We'll go all the way back to that back surface. Or a distance. We want to go to that surface. Cut back to that surface. That looks pretty good there. Now, hopefully you can guess it. We're going to mirror that to the other side. So we're going to go mirror. We're going to pick that piece. Or remember, you can pick it over here in this list of that piece there. Our mirror plane. We're going to pick that plane in the middle. And go OK. And there is that piece looking beautiful. We're going to set that to a material. And awesome. Alright, now we're going to do letter Q. Letter Q you might think is really complex, but it's really not too bad. I mean, it does have a complex shape here on this side of it, so you're going to draw in this complex shape. It looks something similar to here. Again, I'm going to take a little bit of time doing this. Here, very important, getting that dark line showing up there to make those collinear to each other. Again, collinear there. And here you want to be careful, because if I do this, it's going to be collinear there. I really don't want those two collinear to each other, so you can get some extra constraints in there that you really don't want. So you want to be kind of careful with that on this thing. Alright, so there's that. A couple little things I am going to show you on this one. I didn't mention the whole thing, but I will show you a couple dimensions here. Here on this corner, that, whatever angle you decide to make that, it might be, you know, a 60, whatever angle you decide to make that. Now, the thing with this is going to be, it could be a 90-degree angle possibly, is we're going to want this, the vertex of it, centered up with your origin. So I'm going to pick that, and center it up with my origin there. I can go ahead and do this other one while I'm doing it. That vertex to there. And now once you have this angle set, why is that not set up nicely? Okay, we're doing some kind of weird things here. We need to start just locking down some sizes on this. So again, I hate that mine's not anywhere two-dimensional. I hate line and drawing this not to a size. Okay, that was 1.125. I did not want that. 0.125. There we go. I'm trying to see what I've done. And you notice what I do here is I grab it and move it around a lot, but I've got some things blocking here, some weird angles, and I don't know what I've done with that. This drawing, and I said it wasn't real complex, but sometimes it is a little bit difficult when you get a bunch of extra constraints that want to appear there. You know what I'm going to do is I'm just going to start this, and I'm going to go ahead and just dimension this whole thing like I would typically. So I'm going to get this out of here. This one's going to take a little bit longer, sorry. So I'm going to get my overall width on this one. You know, I might make it 2 inches across. So there we go. 2 inches across there. I'm going to make that thing a 1/4 inch thick. I'm just going to start dimensioning out some stuff here. Overall height. Looks like maybe a little bit shorter, maybe 1.75. Okay, kind of did some weird stuff there. I'm going to drag this back around. Drag. Wow, really get some weirdness going on there. Okay, here I got some extra lines going there. You can just trim those out. This X is trimmed, so you get X and trim out those lines there. Alright, that looks a little bit nicer there. I'm going to give another dimension into this portion of it. That's 1/4 inch also, like the one above. Well, let's just see what we can do in here. There. The book. Let's try that 1.75. 1.75 might be a little bit larger. I'll try 1.5. I think that's going to be better. And here I want these two to match, so I can't just click on this one and make those match each other. There we go. I want this corner down here to match. Now again, at some point you get to where there's too many dimensions. I like these 2 dimensions here, but adding the dimensions out here I think is going to add a lot. And here you can just do a horizontal and vertical constraint. Not a horizontal looks like, but a vertical. Of that corner, even with that corner. And that corner, even with that corner. That's going to start getting some of those things lined up there a little bit nicer. Alright, these two here are still kind of odd. What you can do is this. I want the drawing centered up, so I can dimension from the origin to this side. And I want that to be my halfway point of 1 inch. Now, notice how that got that thing kind of centered up there. So that's helping that out a little bit. My angles here, I'm going to re-dimension those. For me, now see, there's my issue. I didn't get my first constraint in there. It popped that up there at an angle. If that happens, you just need to make this line collinear. Or not collinear, sorry, horizontal. So I'll do that once more time. I'm going to undo. And I put that dimension there, twisted my drawing up to the side. So this first line I put in was not locked in straight. So I'm going to go ahead and lock that in straight. I'm going to pick my horizontal, click on that line, not at the midpoint, but just on the line. And that made it horizontal there. Now I have some stuff to turn blue in here. Now, going through here, we're just going to start seeing what moves. Alright, this line moves. So I need to make it so it doesn't move. So I'm going to put a dimension here, pull it up underneath there, and set that to a 1/4 inch. I want this one over here. I'm going to do the same. And I can click on that one. Those two are the same to each other. Now again, I'm going to see what moves. My whole thing slides up and down. Okay. So I'm going to constrain the midpoint of this one. Oops. I can't have it selected. We can do that. Going to constrain the midpoint of this one to my origin. Oh, that turned a lot more stuff blue. Pull this one down. Now here, I want this one to be even with that one. I must not have got the collinear in there earlier. So I'm just going to add this collinear back in and make that one collinear to there. That was a lot of little dimension going on there. That's the most confusing part about this one is getting it all constrained. And grabbing hold of it, dragging it around is one of your best ways to figure that out. Alright, We're going to finish our sketch there. Go and extrude. A lot longer than that. Let's go 4. I don't think 4 looks too bad. I think 4 looks pretty appropriate. Finish my sketch. That's beautiful. Alright, this one's about done. Now, here, we're going to do a sketch on this plane here. We're going to draw a line. Let's see here. We're going to draw from there. Here I want to be careful and not lock into there, not lock into there. So just draw it in here, not locking into anything. Something like that. Here, notice my perpendicular symbol showing up. If I want that thing perpendicular, that's great. If I don't, it's not a great place to pick. So I'm going to pick a there. And then draw the line across the top. Now here, I can dimension. If I wanted this to be a 90 degree angle, I like the freedom of being able to do that. Make that a 90 degree angle if that's what I want. Then here I would do a vertical constraint of the vertex to the origin, and then at the middle of that line to the origin. Now the only thing I have left is, okay, I did not get the middle of that line before. I got the middle of the top line. So we're going to delete out that little point there, and we're going to try that again. Pulling it off to the side like I've done is sometimes easier. So now I can know I'm getting the midpoint of that blue line instead of the midpoint of this top line. So there, there. That's nice. Now the only thing I don't have is the height of this dimension. So I can dimension the height over there. And looking at it, I'd say something maybe like 45 down. Finish that, extrude, change that to cut, and we're going to cut all. And there you go. There's that little block done. Again, set that to material and you're done with that one. Alright, got 2 minutes, 3 minutes left to finish 2 drawings. Let's see what we do. Letter R. Letter R, I'm going to draw it from this plane. It's similar, kind of a weird view, but that's okay. I'm going to draw it here, something kind of like this. That shape there, finish your sketch, extrude it both ways, and that looks appropriate there. Then we're going to start another sketch on this plane. On this, I'm going to draw a little shape here. Here, a couple angular constraints on this would work well. Draw that line in there. Again, fully constrain that, finish it, extrude, then cut, and cut all. And that's what that one will do. Alright. Alright, here. So on the right side, do either one. Eeny, meeny, miny. Right might be a little bit simpler to start off with, so I'm going to install that and do it simply. Here, I'm just going to let it draw a letter H. Here in this, making it as similar to the one in the book as possible. Getting your collinear constraints showing up here is an important one on this one. The more collinears you have up here, I lost my own connection, the better. So there we go, that looks good. I'm going to finish my sketch. Extrude it both ways, and that's about appropriate size. Here I'm going to start a sketch on this plane. I'm going to draw first my rectangular shape in the bottom, like so. Better habit of doing this in 2 steps, honestly it is. So we're going to finish that. Constrain that, extrude that all the way through as a cut, and all, okay there. Once again, we're going to start another sketch up here. I'm going to go line, and draw this shape in here. On this one, the important part of this is that this cut, if you notice from the book, it goes deeper down once you cut that on the side. We're going to finish your sketch there, extrude, change that to cut, and cut. And now again, looking at the book, this one goes down deeper than that. These two honestly should have been the same amount of what they extruded. So you made this one half an inch deep, make the other one half an inch deep. And that's about that. Alright, so I went back and took a little bit of time and actually put dimensions in these and constraints in these. So now these drawings are fully constrained. I just want to give you a preview here of them in the next 30 seconds. So here is letter F, and that's what it ended up looking like. Kind of see it pretty good there. Next, here is letter H. So that's what I kind of came up with H. There we've got K. So there is K. Oh wait, that's not K. Sorry, that's J. There's J. Here we have